Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me here today. Today I'd like to talk about a very important issue, and that is the way that Xbox Live affects the Xbox console itself. Now, I always knew that at least when it came to the Xbox 360, that hey, if Xbox Live didn't work, I could always put my games in my console and play them. Albeit it'll be offline, you won't be able to connect and play multiplayer or leaderboards or whatever online features that you're trying to use. But nonetheless, you could still use your console. Xbox One has a crippling issue with this. Now, I didn't really know about the outage. I knew something was wrong while I was playing Fortnite earlier today. The console wouldn't let me record onto my flash drive. I thought maybe the flash drive was screwed up. I didn't have it plugged in. Maybe the console was too hot. There's a number of different issues that can affect these sorts of things. I didn't think of it, pay it no mind, and I went off later after I got done playing Fortnite, which I couldn't close the game, by the way, which was something that it was another red flag. So I just shut the console off. I get a hold of my brother, and he tells me, hey, Xbox Live is down. And I'm like, oh, okay, that explains a lot. So I go to turn my console on because I was just going to come into the network settings here and disconnect it from the internet. Because the console works when it's disconnected from the internet if Live is messed up. The screen is black. I hit the home menu, pops out from the side, kind of, but not really. You hear the noise, but sometimes it doesn't always show up. Well, again, there's no control on the little menu on the side. It won't let me do anything. I can't even go into my settings to disconnect it from the network. Something goes through, I don't know, it connected a little bit better, but it still wouldn't let me open the settings. If this happens to you, this is what you need to do. You need to go into where your internet is, let everyone in your household know so you don't pull a fast one on them, unplug it from the wall or disconnect the internet somehow, come back, turn your Xbox off, turn your Xbox back on, let it load up because it will load up to the home screen then after that, go into your network settings, disconnect from your network, turn your console back off, plug your internet back in, turn your console back on, and it'll come back up and you have access to the games that you have downloaded and purchased on the console that you're playing on. If you're friend sharing, those games will not work. If you've bought multiple consoles and you haven't transferred the licenses for the games that you have purchased and downloaded over to the current console that you're using, you won't be able to use those games either. If you don't know how to do that, I highly recommend looking it up on Xbox Live or Xbox.com. They'll have a much better explanation than what I could do. But the simple fact of the matter is why is this console broken and unusable when Xbox Live doesn't work? The 360 was never like that. Now, I know Xbox One was originally designed to be online always, and that you couldn't use any used games. You know, they had severe DRM settings that they were going to use, and then they had to walk all that back and change it. If it's a hardware-related issue, they had the perfect time to fix that when they re-released the Xbox as the One S and the One X. So the simple fact of the matter that this is something that has been going on now for 5 years, that when Xbox Live doesn't work, your console doesn't work either, and depending on how your games are, you might not be able to use any of them either. This is ridiculous. Phil Spencer has been tweeting now that PlayStation isn't going to be at E3, now it's go time, which pretty much means they're going to announce and probably show off the next generation of whatever Xbox is going to be. Hopefully they come up with a better name than Xbox One because Xbox One was stupid. Now, I'm ragging pretty hard, and I like my Xbox. I understand the disparagement between PlayStation 4 and Xbox with the sales numbers and, obviously the exclusive games. I own a PlayStation 4 as well, so, I'm not trying to pick a side here or pick favorites, but I do enjoy Xbox more. I do like the controller better. I like the simple fact that I can play my 360 games. But Xbox, you need to get this right and change it. That's the reason I love my Nintendo Switch so much. I can take it anywhere with no internet and use at least a good 90 to 85% of the features. My internet was fine today, but Xbox Live didn't work. So guess what? I could use 0% of the features on my Xbox until I finangled my way around some stupid online DRM internet thing that the Xbox still has going on. You guys need to get it straightened out. If you want to be ahead in the next generation, and I'm speaking directly to whoever at Microsoft is in charge of this, you need to make sure that your console is playable offline. And on a side tangent, Halo must be playable offline as well with a full multiplayer suite as well. I've been saying as well a lot. But that's because Halo 5, the only thing you could do with Halo 5 offline was play that crappy campaign, and you couldn't even do it split screen. You had to play it by yourself. The over-reliance of online with Xbox has to stop on the next system. Online should only enhance what's already there. The same thing with Nintendo. Nintendo's online service, it's been recently that you have to start paying for it. It's not all that great, but you know what? It enhances the things that are there. You can enjoy the console with never connecting it to the internet at all. You can play all kinds of games. Granted, you might need some updates, but the simple fact of the matter is it's a system that is 100% independent from the internet. Xbox? No, it's not. I'm repeating myself at this point, but it needs to change. If you guys have stuck with me this long through this rant, I do appreciate it. Remember, in order to have your voice heard and to be part of the conversation, leave a comment in the section down below. I'm interested to know if the Xbox outages affect you and the console in the exact same way. Let me know. But until next time, everybody, thank you for joining me today, and I will see all of you in the next video.